Rebe Walker with Urban Notes, everyone. We're here at a very special occasion for the American Heart Association, and we're here with a representative from American Heart Association. What's your name, ma'am?
I'm Nora Silva. I'm the Senior Director for Health Equity.
Okay, awesome. So what's the significance of this event, and why did you bring Courtney Wilson?
The significance of this event is we're really focused on a campaign called Together to End Stroke, and it's an initiative to reduce the incidence of stroke, the risk factors for stroke, and really making people aware of what they can do in terms of their lifestyle to help prevent one, and then also to recognize the signs and symptoms. And so Courtney Wilson has been one of our national ambassadors, one of our our health ambassadors for this campaign. So his message of kind of just changing spiritually really translates to also how we live our lives on a daily basis. And so it really makes sense for us to work with the churches and work with the message that he provides as a minister that really helps help us get started on that hard, difficult decision that we have to do to be healthier.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So what kind of advice would you advise the younger adults that, think they're okay because they're feeling great? What little things can they do to make a healthier lifestyle?
Well, it's quite a lot. And part of it is that about 85% of cardiac events, so heart attacks and stroke, about 85% of them are related to lifestyle. So that really says it's not, yes, age has something to do with it, but a big part of it is how we live on a daily basis, what you eat, what you drink, or don't eat, or don't drink, whether you're physically active, whether you smoke, whether you're overweight or you manage your weight well. And so those things are really, really important if there's any issue around blood pressure or cholesterol. So as a young child, there's been studies that show that kids as young as 7, 8 years old begin to build plaque in their arteries. And so the healthier you eat, the more fiber, the more vegetables, fruits, the likelier chance that you have of that building up much slower over an extended life so that you have quality of life and a longer life. And it is hard to get to the young folks because they don't feel it yet, they don't see it yet. But quite honestly, I think it's hard for some of us that maybe not so young, but kind of right in there, because it is a difficult choice to think to eat healthy on a regular basis. We might eat one meal here and there, but to constantly have it on top of mind that, hey, I've got to make a choice to select a vegetable versus this extra piece of pie or whatever that might be. And so it's a daily struggle. We totally understand that. It's human nature, I think, for all of us to just kind of go the easy way, the things that taste good. So yeah, it's a message of change, a message of support for change, and the more we know, the likelier we are to make better choices. And so this really is about getting that information out and letting people know what the American Heart Association offers in terms of resources and tools so that they can make those better choices.
Got you. Okay. So what other events can we look forward to coming up?
There's our Heart Walk is coming up late October. That's here in San Antonio, and it's a free event open to the community, and that's really about encouraging people to get active. And so, again, another fun family activity. And each time we try to focus, May is National Stroke Month, and so this event followed immediately May, really focusing on stroke prevention. But now we're looking into getting physically active. And so we have events and activities throughout the year, but again, tools and resources, healthy recipes, soul food cookbook, tips on how to get physically active at home. Those are available year-round through our website at heart.org or through our local office, just coming by and visiting and pick up some information.
Okay. Well, awesome. Well, thank you for having this event and bringing Brian
Thank
Courtney.
you, absolutely. We had a great time.
Great information. Everybody take notes. Hey everyone, Rebe Walker with Urban Notes, and we are still here at the American Heart Association with a special guest that attended this event. What is your name?
I'm Dr. Melissa Walker.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit about what you're doing in the community and why you attended this event.
Well, I have been an ambassador for Power to End Stroke since its inception, and that was in 2007. So they invited me here tonight to be the MC for this program, which turned out to be marvelous. It was a very informative, very well-attended program here tonight. So that's what I'm doing here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you have an upcoming event, right? Is it coming up in San Antonio?
Yes, in September, last year, September, we did an inaugural year for a caregivers conference called Heal to Heal of San Antonio. So we're slated to do that again this September 13th at the University of the Incarnate Word. And it's a conference that's geared to actually educate the people who give care, whether you're a formal or informal caregiver. That's what Heal to Heal is about. So we're excited about it. We have some new subject matters that we'll be addressing this year, and hopefully it'll be just as good as last year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So where can people go if they want more information about that event?
If they want more information, we have a website. It's HTH, like Heal the Healer, San Antonio, spelled out completely.com. HTHSanAntonio.com, or you can give us a call at area code 210-599-6657.
Awesome. One last thing. What was your favorite part about tonight's event?
The performance by Courtney Wilson was truly my favorite. He really blessed us, has a tremendous voice and a very good spirit, and I needed that this evening.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for taking a few minutes
All right,
with us.
Thank you, Ms. Walker.
All right.
Okay.
Hey everyone, Rebe Walker with Urban Notes, and as always, we're following music, but we're here at True Vision Church for a great cause, American Heart Association, and with us today, we have a very special guest, Courtney Wilson. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, Ms. Walker. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about why you are here and what your role is with the American Heart Association.
For a couple years now, I've been a national ambassador for the Power to End Stroke campaign for the American Heart Association. And so they called me out from time to time to do events with them. And this was one of those events where they were teaching the community how to cook heart healthy, also giving them warning signs for stroke and how to prevent a stroke in the future.
Awesome. Okay, so what advice would you offer, young people, going through, maybe their family had a stroke situation or a person with stroke, what would you tell them as far as living a healthier lifestyle?
Well, one of the things they brought me in for was just the spiritual aspect of it. It's never too late to make the right choice, and that's what I would say. Like, even if you've made the wrong choices for years, like I have, I came up in a community where we ate some of the food we ate because it was comfortable. It was what our family always did, but eventually you got to make the right choice if you want to keep living and you want to live an abundant life. And that's what I would say. It's never too late to make that choice and then kind of lead your family in that direction as well.
Gotcha. So what would you say to a person that's been discouraged and maybe has had a stroke in their life or, something to that extent? What encouragement would you offer to them?
Don't quit. I mean, you can overcome, man. We talked about it tonight. There's a song we call Storm in Mind, where you were made with a storm in mind. These storms weren't meant to defeat you, but to show you just how strong you are. And it's never too late to make the right choice and get back on track.
Awesome. So we've seen you on the gospel scene. We saw your work for United Tenors and Love the Project. So what's coming up for Courtney Wilson?
We have a live recording scheduled for July 25th in Houston, Texas. I'm very excited about it with my new label. It's called Motown Gospel, and it's in Houston. So if you're in San Antonio, we'd love to see you come out. It's at St. John's United Methodist Church in Houston, Texas. Live recording, Courtney Wilson. And if you need more information, reach out to me on Twitter, Courtney Wilson. You can follow me on Instagram at Courtney Wilson, and we're on Facebook at Just Love Now.
Okay.
Hey, this is Courtney Wilson, and you're watching Urban Notes.